But where is it?
TNA Home Video presents the biggest pay-per-view of the summer, Slammiversary. Rhino, Christian Cage, Robert Roode, and Booker T battle TNA World Heavyweight Champion Samoa Joe for wrestling's top prize in TNA's signature King of the Mountain match. Plus, exclusive pre- and post-match interviews with all of the King of the Mountain participants. TNA Home Video presents Slammiversary. Available now on DVD.
Up next on Impact, let's go behind the scenes and up close and personal in another rough cut featuring Consequences Creed.
I told myself when I was in high school that I'd have a wrestling contract before I graduated college. I came into contact with TNA by, got on the website, got the address, and mailed my stuff to him.
Austin's the ultimate don't give up guy. His athletic ability is second to none, and he takes advice like a sponge. He soaks it up.
After I'd seen my packages, and I would call probably a week and a half later, and I'd ask to talk to Terry Taylor. And he was giving me advice on things that I could change and do better.
The thing that impressed me the most about Creed, honestly, is his personality. He's a wonderful young man, which may not translate to the wrestling world, but he has integrity, a work ethic. He's very charismatic. He enjoys what he does. I think the people can see that.
I met Consequences Creed actually at Anarchy. We actually wrestled around in the ring for a little bit, and I found out that he was a really good athlete.
AJ Styles called me about the match at Bound for Glory when I would be replacing Pac-Man Jones. He let me know that, they're looking for a replacement for him, and your name came up.
We had somebody that we thought was going to be in a match, and this person couldn't wrestle. Ronnie Killings needed a partner that wouldn't let us down. And we thought about Consequences Creed, and we said, why not?
Every once in a while, we have an opportunity to fulfill dreams. And with this contract from TNA, it's now going to happen. Ladies and gentlemen, TNA superstar, Consequences Creed.
I felt like my heart was going to come out of my chest. I was going to throw up everywhere. I thought they were going to take me to the hospital because I was going to pass out. It's just everything rolled into one. But once you go through that tunnel, it's game time.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing number one first from Tehran, Iran, Sheikh Abdul Bashir.
For the second time in an X Division Championship match, Sheikh Abdul Bashir's involvement proved decisive. Following his interference in Hard Justice, it was last week right here on Impact when Bashir once again tossed Consequences Creed his chance to win the X Division title. The referee's decision to disqualify Petey Williams actually led to dissension as both Creed and Petey Williams were PO'd at the Sheik.
Accompanied by Raka Khan from Windsor, Ontario, Canada. He is the TNA X Division champion, Maple Leaf Muscle, Petey Williams.
There was no question, Don. We saw it. The body language from Maple Leaf Muscle, Petey Williams, the reigning X Division title holder, that he wasn't really all that fond of Sheikh Abdul Bashir interfering in his championship match last week.
Well, let's think about it. No champion wants people to be talking behind his back, saying that if it wasn't for so-and-so, they wouldn't have won the match. Petey Williams has got as much pride as anybody in this business, and that's why he was picked as the Sheik.
Their opponents first from Atlanta, Georgia, Consequences Creed.
We have been so impressed with Consequences Creed since busting onto the scene here in TNA. You talk about making yourself a force in the X Division. That's exactly what Creed has done as of late.
I'll tell you what, though, keep an eye on how this red, white, and blue affects the Middle Eastern Nightmare. One thing we know about it, he hates anything and everything that represents the USA. And there's something about Consequences Creed and just the way his mannerisms are drives him crazy. Yeah!
And his tag team partner from Elizabeth, New Jersey, Black Machismo, This ongoing situation
AJ Lethal. And the Guru Sean J. Dunn took an unexpected turn last week. SoCal Val guesting on Karen's angle. The talk show segment interrupted by the brawl with Lethal and Dunn. It saw Val accidentally knocked out, causing facial bruising. Later tonight here on Impact, we will hear from SoCal Val. I'm sure she will address this heated rivalry over her affection.
What he needs here tonight. Forget about what happened at SoCal when he accidentally got her in the face. Forget about all that. Concentrate on wrestling. Concentrate on working together again for the second time with Consequences Creed. And just enjoying the moment out there doing what you do best.
Wild situation at the conclusion of our opening matchup as we saw ODB and Awesome Kong really go at it. I'm told at the conclusion of this tag team match, we will hear from ODB, and as you saw right there, a little difference of opinion between the Sheik and Maple Leaf Muscle. Petey Williams comes back to haunt him. There's the double sledge off the top.
And he catches it perfectly right there on the face, and you can see he's going for the quick pin. Two, Bashir able to kick out, but I like this. Jay Lethal letting Consequences Creed get in there, work together, quick tags, work fast, stay smooth, and just take out that revenge that you want to take out on these guys.
Great double team moves here
Good
by
combo.
Lethal and Creed. It's going to be Creed going for the cover on the Sheik, but Bashir rolls the shoulder before 3.
You mentioned it already, Mike. Already a little dissension going on between Maple Leaf Muscle and of course, Sheik Abdul-Bashir. But one thing about it, they both had the pride to win a match. And you know one thing, they will find a way to work together. They can. And you can see there's a tag. Kind of a way of saying, okay, I got it. Here you are. Get into this match and look at Petey Williams. Throw that haymaker.
Maple Leaf Muscle, reigning X Division champion, looking to have that championship belt when TNA debuts in his homeland. It's our pay-per-view debut. It's No Surrender. September the 14th, we're headed to the Greater Toronto, Ontario, Canada ever. GM Center in Oshawa, Ontario. Oh my! First ever international pay-per-view as we see Creed cut off right there by Raka Khan.
Man, Raka Khan just got both hands around both ankles. And just with authority brought him down. His face caught the end of that ring apron, and the referee Andrew Thomas didn't see it as he was on the other side. Did he get, I thought maybe she had enough, and he just didn't have enough in him to get the shoulders up, but that was instinct there by Consequences Creed.
Finally tonight, all the questions answered from the icon Sting. We've already seen that he's arrived here at the Impact Zone. Sting speaks on. He's going to tell us what's been going down, what's been on his mind for the past several months.
And not only that, the second qualifier for 4 Ways to Glory. And think about these two giants in this industry. Kurt Angle, Kevin Nash, one of them will be going on to No Surrender in that title match with Samoa Joe.
Joe to put up the title at No Surrender. We know that Booker T has already qualified. We'll find out whether it's Kurt Angle or Kevin Nash to be the next challenger later tonight. Plus, AJ Styles and Christian Cage in a 4 Ways to Glory qualifier next week. Directly into the corner goes Creed. Bashir on for the cover, but Consequences powers out.
Well, you heard the crowd cheering Creed on and getting the USA chant, and it was pumping him up. But I'm telling you, ever since Raka Khan cleaned his clock right there on with the interference, he's just not been the same. And Bashir and Petey Williams working together. You can see that smile, that grin on Raka Khan's face because she knows the damage she's done. But look at Creed get out of the way just in time. Rolls right over to tag in Lethal, and that's a smart move. He didn't wait in there for revenge. He got himself out of there and let the fresh man in.
Drops the Sheik down to the floor. Now he can concentrate on Maple Leaf Muscle. Cartwheel into the drop kick, right on target by Black Machismo. Cover, 2, Bashir in to make the save.
Good timing, though. Bashir got that boot right into the head at the right time, and now he calls Petey Williams over so they can do a little double team action. And you can see, though, what an athletic maneuver by Lethal. And he goes for the lethal combination there. Now he's got a bone. And look at the double DDT.
Just dropped both Sheik Bashir and Petey Williams directly on the tops of their head with that great double DDT move. Motions to the corner. Looks to me like Black Machismo is going to go up top. Could be that big elbow drop. Here he comes.
Well, but look at Bashir, though, gets up there quickly. He waited so that Jay Lethal couldn't see him, able to knock him down, and now he's in a bad spot. Petey Williams going to turn him around. Smite, look at this, going for the Canadian Destroyer. Able to push down Bashir, and then he goes into the back of Petey Williams.
Yeah, the two teammates collide just as Petey Williams was going to hit it. Wait a minute. Did he get it?
He did.
He got it.
week in a row, Petey Williams is mad, and he's blaming Abdul-Bashir, rightfully so.
But nobody gets up from that foot pile driver, the Canadian destroyer. His own partner bumped into him, and now, shoving match between the Sheik and Maple Leaf Muscle. Here come referees in to try and keep them apart. Good luck.
Well, you couldn't expect Abdul-Bashir to be loyal to any